Hello, pickpickers and sheep punchers. This is JuryDutySummons, and welcome back to Jury's Junkyard. And so today, I want to show you what I've been working on for the last couple of days. I prefer to build projects on camera, but this one was so big that and a lot of things I didn't know how they worked, and so there's no way a video would have worked on for this because it took several days to build this. So. Anyway, let me show you what I have here. So obviously this is a farm, and I'm using automated farming blocks, harvesters and planters, that are down there, from the Minecraft Reloaded pack. To power them, I'm using immersive engineering power. To move the power around, rather, so the immersive engineering low voltage wires and the low voltage wire connectors. Which I really like those. I like those better than the pipes because they just feel more like, I don't know, wiring. So as down here, you can see some of the supporting stuff. This is the power generation structure. This is the capacitor. This is an Ender IO basic capacitor bank, and you can see it's holding. It has 1.8 million RF power, and it can hold 2 million, which is plenty for this project here. You can see we're not at max power, so that represents a sort of problem I have, is that this setup is not generating power quick enough to keep this at full. So it's close though, so this will take a long time to come down. So actually we're really close, and I don't want to mess with it too much. Skeleton somewhere, sorry. Oh crud, where is he at? Gosh dang it, there he is. You know what, Mr. Skeleton? We're busy here. We're busy. We got something to do. Oh really? Come on! I hate that knockback. Sorry. Oh, it's so dumb. I have to look for that where they're spawning here. I'm pretty sure. I thought I got all the spots, but anyway, apparently I missed one. So these, if you're familiar with extra utilities, so I've used like 4 different mods to make this project so far. These are culinary generators. So they take food. Oh, immediately there's a potato in here. They take food, they burn it, and they make power. And it's pretty easy. You don't have to worry about keeping them cool, anything like that. And they just they're just really nice. So what I have here, when the harvester grabs, in this case, a potato. When the harvester grabs a potato, it pipes it down through the pipes. It gets to here. Well, half of the potatoes will continue on to the storage, and the other half will go into this setup. This setup tries to evenly divide the potatoes between the generators. It's not exactly even, but it's close enough for what we're trying here. I don't know the actual formula or how it decides, but we can see how. Yeah, you can see how one went straight, one went right, and that one's going straight. So they get split up. There we go. And the next tater. There we go. Oh, that one's doing good. Actually, they all have potatoes. That's good. That's great. And it slowly charges this. Well, not necessarily slowly, but it charges it. Actually, I might be on positive now at this point. I just finished the last part of the project, which is an aqueous accumulator. See, that's 3 times fast. Crikeys. So there's a water block underneath and one to each side, and it just pushes it out into the quartz fluid pipes and pushes it up to the water tank, which represents the last mod in the setup, which is the wooden water tank in AgriCraft. The wooden water tank is 3x3x3, so it holds a lot of water, 216 buckets worth. And I'm using that to then water the crops, so from the air. Why don't I just use these water blocks, you might ask? Well, this actually boosts the speed. There's a built-in speed boost to it, so it's a little bit like fertilizing. And it seems to work really well. And one thing I wanted to try is I wanted to do a little time lapse here to see if we can see how. Oh, ah! That hurt. Okay, well, not doing this time lapse at night. Oh, you dumb spider. Come on. There we go. Oh, by the way, yeah. So it's a little full. I've compressed a lot of carrots down to open up inventory space. I've compressed the wheat down into bread, potatoes down into bags of potatoes, so and hemp down into wool. It's out of control. I'm making too much essentially. At some point later on, this will be a good source of. This doesn't need to be in there. This will be a good source of. I got 2 poisoned potatoes. So weird. At some point, I'll be able to use some of that to make a fermenter and get biodiesel. So, and later on, I'm going to replace that with an ender chest and put it into the main inventory system once I have that complete. For now, we're just gonna lose potatoes and carrots and hemp fiber, which is fine because we got. If I have more than I'll need for basically any project, and if I need a specific project, I can throw another. I can move this back one and throw a diamond pipe and start dividing them between 3 different chests, which I might do at some point soon anyway. That way I can just get more. I guess I don't know. More, need more. Anyway, these guys right here, the Agricraft. I really liked how these work. They look really cool. And I have a setup so we can turn them off, which takes a little bit. Okay. So you can see there's actually these pipes themselves each individually have an inventory, and they slowly go down. There we go. Well, yeah, they're pretty slow about going down. Each pipe here holds a half a bucket essentially, so they hold quite a bit of water. I'm gonna leave that on for now. What I would like to do is a quick, before the spider attacked me, this is what I was gonna do. We'll do a quick time-lapse video here so we can see the actual effect of these sprinklers. So this area around the edge is not watered by the middle block. I had that set up temporarily because I just needed the materials to run the generator, so I put the middle block in there and some ones on the side. Once I get the sprinkler setup working, I'll be removing all of that. So I'll have the full area for crops. So alright, let's do the time-lapse here so we can see how well it produces. Okay, we're back. Look at that. So hopefully that showed pretty well that the sprinklers are having a good impact. Yeah, so next steps, I'm probably going to convert one of these fields, probably the wheat field, to some of the more interesting crops and start using the Agricraft crop sticks, because these harvesters are compatible with them. And they have a setup. When this harvests from a crop stick, it doesn't break the crop. So you can actually have multiple kinds of crops here and have them automatically pulling them. And so you could have a lot of different kinds of crops. And actually, with this size, you could actually get a significant amount of each. So we'll give that a try. I'll have to get into the crop genetics a little bit, maybe, just so I can see. So we can actually get some decent yields. But yeah, we'll have to see. And let's check the generator, see where we're at as far as power goes. Okay, actually, with the sprinklers running, we're actually running slightly positive, I think. So I believe we were at 1.85-ish. So we're actually going up just a tad. Okay, cool. We're either positive or we're only very slightly negative. I should have wrote that down. The next step, which I'll complete off camera, is we need to complete. Oopsie daisy, that'll get fixed. Yeah, I just need to complete that setup right here. this may look weird, but I did the math. These cover 7x7, so this covers that corner, and it covers everything. But we, just because of these, I should have made these 7x7 so they were easier to sprinkle, or you know, made them multiples of 7 so it'd just be easier. But I didn't think about that. So we're going to be wastefully watering this middle area here. Maybe I'll do something with this area. You know, I could do something like a genetic setup in the middle here, and it'll be watered, doubly watered. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. So this is right on the edge, and then this one. One of the cool things is that even though this appears to be oak, it'll come up as, it'll connect still. One thing I found out that I didn't know is that great wood, you know, this dark wood, I had regular oak, what are they called, irrigation channels, and they wouldn't connect. I also had other issues. I mean, this thing was a little bit quirky. I think it probably works better when you're on a single player server, or not a single player server, but a single player mode. Certain things, it doesn't update all the time. It like will stop updating like the water levels in these things. So that's super weird. Let's see. You go away. Come on, break already. So there we go. I'll just have to, I'm going to complete the other side. It's possible I'll need to add another aqueous accumulator or two. I haven't tested this with the full setup, so I don't know how quickly the water's going to go. As you can see, this thing is pumping out water as fast as it can generate it. So, thankfully it doesn't take any power. They just have a fairly awkward, I mean the recipe's not that bad, but it's I could build 2 or 3 more easily enough, I guess, and just stick them right there, and then right there, and then just pipe them over. It should work out okay. Well, I may have to do that. If I do, I'll let you guys know. Any questions or comments, let me know, and have a great day. And I'll talk for now.